Here we have section 11.3, area of circles and sectors, starting on page 800, number 1. Find the area of each circle, round to the nearest tenth. So the area of a circle is given by the formula pi r squared, where r is the radius, the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. In this case is 21 yards. So multiply pi by 21 squared. Using your calculator, just type in pi times, and use your pi button, not 3.14. So pi times 21 squared to the nearest tenth is 1,385.4 square yards. Find the indicated measure round to the nearest tenth. For number 3, find the diameter of a circle with an area of 74 square millimeters. So our area is given by the formula pi r squared. Diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. So if we can solve this for r, if we can figure out an expression for the radius, then multiply that by 2, then we'll have our diameter. So, to solve for radius, first we would divide both sides by pi, and this would cancel. To get r by itself, you must take the square root of both sides. So the radius is equal to the square root of the area divided by pi. And therefore the diameter is equal to 2 times that expression, area divided by pi. So from here we can get our answer. Diameter is equal to 2 times the area of the circle is 74, and you just type in 2 times the square root of 74 divided by pi, close parentheses, and you get approximately 9.7 millimeters. Not square millimeters, because we're just talking about a length here, the length of the diameter. Find the area of each shaded sector, round to the nearest tenth. The formula that we use is x over 360 times the area of the circle, pi r squared, where x stands for the angle, the central angle of the sector that you want to find the area of. So basically think of it as a fraction of the entire circle. So 57 out of 360, we're finding that fraction of the entire area. So 57 over 360 times pi, our radius is 3, so times 3 squared, and that's what you type in on your calculator. 57 divided by 360 times pi times, and you can type in 3 squared, or 3 squared is just 9, and then round that to the nearest tenth, and you get 4.5 square inches. Chelsea is baking pies for a fundraiser at her school. She divides each 9-inch pie into 6 equal slices. What is the area in square inches for each slice of pie? And that's how a good way to think of sectors of a circle, is a piece of the pie. So we want our angle over 360 times the entire area. So we have to figure out what our angle is. If she's dividing the pie into 6 equal slices, then I want 360 divided by 6. So my central angle that I'm working with here is 60 degrees. So I'd have 60 over 360 times the entire area. So pi, radius, It's a 9-inch pie, so that's all the way across, but we just want the radius, so we want half of 9, or 4.5. So, to your calculator, 60 divided by 360 times pi times 4.5 squared gives you approximately 10.6 square inches. Part B, if each slice costs 25 cents to make and she sells 8 pies at $1.25 for each slice, how much money will she raise? So let's figure out our cost here. If each slice is 25 cents to make and she's selling them for $1.25, what will her profit be? Profit will be equal to selling price minus cost to make. So she's basically making $1 on each slice. So we want to multiply that by the number of slices that she has. So if she's splitting each pie into 6 pieces, and there are 8 pies, 8 times 6 means that she has 48 slices. So let's just multiply 48 by $1, and she would be making $48. Number 9, find the area of each circle, round to the nearest tenth. So our area is equal to pi r squared, where r is our radius, in this case pi times 5 squared. Or if you're asked in terms of pi, that would be 25 pi square yards. But we want this to the nearest tenth, so that is 78.5 square yards. On number 11, it shows our diameter, but we want half of that. We just want the radius. So our radius is equal to half of 4.25, which is equal to 2.125. So our area is equal to pi times 2.125 squared. So pi times 2.125 squared is approximately 14.2 square inches. Number 13, our diameter is 10 feet, therefore our radius is half of that, or 5 feet, and our area is equal to pi times radius squared, or 25 pi. So pi times 5 squared to the nearest tenth is 78.5 square feet. Find the indicated measure, round to the nearest tenth if necessary. Number 15, find the diameter of a circle with an area of 94 square millimeters. So our area is pi times radius squared. So if we wanted to find the diameter, we have to take 2 times the radius. So we have to solve this equation for r, for radius. So first we divide both sides by pi. Pi cancels, we get radius squared is equal to area divided by pi. Then we take the square root of both sides. The square root of r squared is r. So the radius is equal to the square root of the area divided by pi. And therefore if we substitute in here, our diameter would be 2 times that expression, square root of area divided by pi. And now we can substitute in our area. So our diameter is equal to 2 times the square root of our area, which is 94, divided by pi. So take with your calculator 2 times the square root of 94 divided by pi. And that rounds to 10.9 millimeters. For number 17, find the radius of a circle with an area of 206 square feet. So once again, radius is equal to the square root of the area divided by pi. And we don't have to multiply by 2 this time because we're just asked to find the radius, not the diameter. So our radius is equal to the square root of 206 divided by pi. So, square root of 206 divided by pi on your calculator will give you approximately 8.1 feet. Find the area of each shaded sector, round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So area of a sector is equal to x over 360 times area of the circle, pi r squared. X being our central angle, in this case 72 degrees. And our radius is 8. So 72 divided by 360 times pi times 8 squared will give you approximately 40.2 square centimeters. For number 21, our central angle is 164. So 164 over 360 times pi, radius is 15. And go to your calculator. 164 divided by 360 times pi times 15 squared, which is approximately 322 square meters. For number 23, it gives us the central angle of the non-shaded part, but we want the angle of the shaded part. So we need to take first 360 minus 81, which would give us 279 degrees. That's the angle that we need to use for this problem. 360, 279 divided by 360 times pi times radius squared. So if you type that all in, you'll get approximately 284 square inches. For number 25, a jeweler makes a pair of earrings by cutting two 50-degree sectors from a silver disc. Part A, find the area of each sector. So we want to take our angle, which is 50 degrees, divide that by 360, and then multiply by pi times radius is 2 squared. So 50 divided by 360 times pi times 2 squared is approximately 1.7 square centimeters. For part B, if the weight of the silver disc is 2.3 grams, how many milligrams does the silver wedge for each earring weigh? So if the entire part is 2.3 grams, then this sector would be what fraction of the entire part? Well, it would be 50 out of 360, because the entire circle is 360. So if we take 50 over 360, that's the fraction of the total weight that it is, and multiply it by the total weight. So 50 divided by 360